Now let's perform Laplacian transform. Laplacian transforms are basically used to detect the edges of the object. So else if event dot key is equal to k underscore L. If someone presses L button, then we are going to transform the image. We are going to perform Laplacian transform on the image, which is pygame dot transform dot Laplacian. Let's pass image here, and the image edges will be detected. Now let's scale the image. To scale the image, event dot key to scale the image, we are going to use S, which is double scaler. So just use image is equal to pygame dot transform dot scale 2x. X is smaller, and pass the image which you want to scale. So if you will press S key, the image will be doubled. The last transformation is rotation. Now we will rotate the image according to the pass degrees. Whatever degree we will pass, that image will get rotated. So if someone presses K, so here K is capital, K underscore R, we are going to rotate the image now. So image is equal to pygame dot transform dot rotate. Here pass the name of image and degrees. Now let's write the code, get the image coordinates and recenter image. So this is the code we have written to perform the event handling when any button is pressed. We have performed the required actions on the image. Now after writing this code, the thing is, I have written this code outside the for loop, so I'll just use the tab button. So let's copy this entire code and press the tab button, because this code should be inside the for loop. Okay. Now we will come outside the for loop and we will terminate our code. So I want black background. So let's fill the background with black color. You can either pass the tuple RGB or you can initialize first and then use the name. Now we will put this image on the screen with the help of blit function. Blit and rectangle coordinates as well. And we will update the screen. You can either use update method or flip method. Pygame dot quit to uninitialize all the resources which are initialized before. So this is the code, and in this code what we have done, let's go through the code one more time. We have imported the libraries. We have initialized two colors. These are the tuple values of the color pink and black. We have initialized all the modules. Then height and width is 1000 and 650. The display is created. And the size is this 1000 by 640. Then we have loaded the image. After loading the image, we have converted the image for better display. Then we used get underscore rectangle to get the coordinates of the picture. We have drawn the pink rectangle around the image. Let's take the center coordinates of the image. Then we have initialized the value like done, angle and scale. We have created this loop, and this loop will run until the value of done is changed or someone presses the exit button or closes the window. So we will check all the events in this while loop. The first event is if someone presses the quit button, we are going to close the program. If someone releases the key press, any key on the keyboard is released, then we are going to check which key is pressed basically, and based on that we will perform the transformation. So if someone presses the Q key, then we are going to perform the rotation, and based on the combination of Q key and Alt key, we will decide whether we want to rotate the image clockwise or anti-clockwise. And we have also decided the angle, and it will rotate the picture by 20 degrees. The next is if there is a key down event, and if that event is if someone presses T key, then we are going to scale the image. And if there is a combination of Shift key and the T key, based on these two keys, we will decide whether to scale zoom out image or zoom in image. So these are the two keys which will decide whether to zoom out or zoom in. The next key event is if someone releases the O key, we are going to reset the image to its original shape. So we will change the scale value to 1 and angle 0. The next is we are going to check if someone wants to perform the horizontal or vertical flip. Then if someone presses the 0 key, then we are going to flip the image horizontally. If someone presses 1 key, then the image will be flipped vertically. So this flip is based on the values of X boolean and Y boolean. Then the next is Laplacian transform. If someone presses L key, we are going to perform the Laplacian transform. If someone presses S key, we are going to scale the image 2 times. If you want to rotate the image by passing some degrees, then we can do that with the help of rotate function. Pass the name of image and the degrees. And finally, we are going to set the background black, and we are going to use the blit function to put the image on the screen so that we can move the image. And finally, we need to update the display to get a better result. And pygame.quit is used to uninitialize all the model which are initialized before.